Well, this could be a big development. According to sources, the Congress is on board on FDI in insurance bill. This could be a major success for the Modi government and its reformist agenda. The Modi government is set to wipe out the number deficit in the Rajya Sabha. Smooth sailing likely for the insurance bill. The government plans to hike FDI in insurance from 26% to 49%. Deputy Editor Arthur Khan now joins me on the phone line. Arthur, what's really led to this big development according to sources?
The deliberations were on, and since this bill was brought in by the UPA, it couldn't be seen as opposing it. The only problem it had with the bill was that the provisions, they wanted to see what the provisions in the new bill is and what the proceedings in the select committee would be. Now, we are learning from our sources that they have largely agreed on the bill, and they will perhaps not oppose it. Whereas there are some parties, at least 4 of them, which are going to express their dissent over the manner the bill will be presented in the current form. So it is a big achievement for the present dispensation, since this bill was one of the most important bills to be taken up in this winter session.
So Arthur, well, if this does happen, this means that the Modi government is set to wipe out the number deficit really in the upper house of parliament.
Well, now that seems to be the case, since there is a limitation as far as Congress is concerned. It cannot be seen as opposing a bill which it had brought itself. And since the provisions have been taken care of and there is no scope of any dissent on the part of Congress, it will largely go with it. But there are other parties who are going to express their dissent on the provisions.
Who do we expect to do that, Arthur? This Congress is clearly going to be a part of it. Who else are we expecting to ensure that there's a hurdle as far as the FDI and insurance bill is concerned?
Well, we are learning from our sources that other parties could be Samajwadi Party, left parties, and one more party is going to be expressing their dissent over the manner this bill will be presented in the parliament.
Also, Arthur, this is clearly because of back-channel talks also between the BJP and the Congress?
Well, not really. What we learned was that the Congress leaders who've been looking into this bill said that they will have to go through the provisions of the bill, and once they've seen it, and if they are in line with what they had thought of, then they are not going to, of course, oppose it. So that seems to be the case. Their concerns have been taken care of and they are on board now.
All right, so that's the latest coming out that we can tell you. According to sources, the Congress is on board on the FDI and insurance bill. This is being seen, if it does happen, as a major success for the Modi government's reformist agenda. The Modi government clearly set to wipe out the number deficit in the Rajya Sabha if the Congress is on board over this issue. And a smooth sailing is likely for the insurance bill, since the government plans to hike FDI in insurance from 26% to 49%.